नमस्कार, येवकार तुमकां सगळ्यांक. हालींच CCP इलेक्शन जालें आनी एक अनएक्सपेक्टेड रिजल्ट आयलो. दोन पॅनल असे आमी पणजेकार आनी बाबूस मोन्सेरात जे पणजेचे आमदार आनी मिनिस्टर आहा तेंचे पॅनल. आमी पणजेकर ह्या कडल्यान एक फर्स्ट अकावंट ओपन केलें ते लेओनीद फुर्ताडो, सुपुत्र ऑफ सुरेंद्र फुर्ताडो. थँक्यू लेओनीद, तो वेळ दिलो म्हणून.
थँक्यू.
What was
म्हाका लिओ, एवरीबडी कॉल्स मी लिओ, सो प्लीज कॉल मी लिओ.
ओके, लिओ.
ओके, धाकटे सान माझे सगळे फ्रेंड फॅमिली म्हाका
लिओ,
दॅट इज माय पेट नेम, सो यू कॅन कॉल मी लिओ.
ओके, लिओ फुर्ताडो. एक्सप्रेशन कशें आसलें तुजें जेन्ना तूं लीड आशिल्लो, जिखून आयलो? वॉट वॉज ते?
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, I was very happy for all my voters and supporters for entrusting their faith in me. That is the most important. पयली इलेक्शन उबर रावपाक इट इज वन थिंग, बट फॉर द पीपल टू सपोर्ट यू and repose the faith, that is a very humbling thing, because there is a big responsibility also now on my shoulders to render service to my voters. And even though those who did not vote for me, it is not only for once election is over, voter or non-voter te maga lagna, both are the same. All are the electorate to Ward 7. So I would like to humbly thank the electorate of Ward 7 for म्हाका सपोर्ट करपाक आनी वोट करपाक.
आख्खो कॅम्पेन कशें आशिल्लो तुमचो? वॉट वर द इश्यूज?
माझे कॅम्पेन पयली दिसांसान कितें आहलें, वॉज ओनली पॉझिटीव. इवन माय ओपोनंट संजीव देसाई, ही इज माय फ्रेंड फॉर लास्ट 10 years. आय एम डुईंग बिजनस विथ हिम एंड आय नो हिम पर्सनली. इज अ व्हेरी नायस पर्सन एंड अ जेंटलमॅन ऑल्सो. सो आय नेवर स्पोक एनीथिंग अगेन्स्ट हिम. इट वॉज ओनली ऑन वॉट आय वूड डू एंड माझे कितें हा प्रॉमिसीस एंड हांव मॅनिफेस्टो, ऑन दॅट आय कॉन्सन्ट्रेटेड. देर वॉज नॉट इवन वन नेगेटीव कॅम्पेन, बिकॉज आय डोंट बिलीव इन नेगेटीव कॅम्पेन. माझे कितें आहा पॉझिटीव, म्हाजे कडेन कितें जातलें एंड वॉट आय कॅन डू. आय ऑलवेज इन माय बिजनस लायफ ऑर इन माय पर्सनल लायफ आय बिलीव इन कॉन्सन्ट्रेटिंग ऑन द आय ऑफ द विश.
वॉट इज युअर विजन आतां फुडल्या ह्या टर्माक 5 वर्सां कितें?
द थिंग इज वॉट Ward 7, which comprises of Miramar and Tonka, a lot of development work has already been done by my father Surendra Furtado, who was an outgoing corporator. My thing is to carry this forward and improve on this. And secondly, I would like to have like ward-wise committees, as in आता कितें हे दिसा आमी कितें पळयता इन डेवलपमेंट इन गोवा इज बींग इम्पोज्ड, एज इन द गव्हर्मेंट वील ब्रिंग प्लॅन्स वीच पीपल मे ऑर नॉट वॉन्ट. म्हाजें कितें आहा टू हॅव वॉर्ड वायज कमिटीज, पीपल ऑल द लोकेलिटी, ऑल द बिल्डिंग्स. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, if you are suppose from a particular locality, I will have you in the committee. You take ideas and suggestions from the people. तुमकां कितें जाय, तुमचें एक्सपेक्टेशन कितें आहा, I would speak to the people and then we implement it, rather than forcing things down the people's throat. आतां तुमी पळयलां चिंबेल एजिटेशन जालां आनी एजिटेशन जालां. Why this agitation happening?
Not taking into consideration.
Yes, government is shoving it down the throats of the people and then backtracking. That's not the way development. That is my thing. We should take the suggestion of people. Baba, sir, madam, तुमची कितें expectation? What we can improve? First talk to the people.
Okay.
Get the feedback and then implement it. See, mostly people's expectation are very simple. तांकां कितें जाय? Cleanliness, sanitation, like तांचे कितें wet waste, dry waste to be collected regularly. तांचे घरा भायर कितें गटराची स्लॅब आहा ते सारके आसूंक जाय. Electric poles, light should be working in working condition. बारीक. People don't want high-fi things. They want the simple things first.
But want regularly, like
fixing of roads. Yeah, I want to concentrate on these simple and basic issues, and then go for grandiose things. First, let us do the basic things.
Okay. तुमचो फादर वॉर्ड नंबर 7 इतले डिकेड्स कॉर्पोरेटर, मेयर सुद्धा झाले. So if he had contacted from same ward, he would have won.
I think the people would have reposed the faith in him.
So you look it as a sacrifice done by your father.
The thing is, many people we talk of this thing of family Raj. I'll put things in a simple way. See, Miramar was always one ward. My father was elected from 1985 onwards. Now what would happen when it was one ward? He was the only corporator and councillor. As various opponents and governments changed, the ward was broken due to whatever reasons. I don't want to get into that. So Miramar was split into 2 or 3 parts. Now what happens when you work together, the team, you can get the work done together. For example, now suppose this is a road. Now if half the road is one ward and half the ward falls in another ward, how will the development work be done? That one corporator will say taka करून दी, दूसरा corporator म्हणटा एका करून दी. But see, to do a hot mix stretch of just 1 kilometer is around 1.5 to 2 crores, as in today's times. So 2 crores is a lot of money for a ward corporator to bring in. Now, when earlier when my father and then even when my mother were the ward corporators, they used to work to get this full thing done together as a team, rather than pass the buck. "Hey, माझे काम नव्हते, तुझे काम नव्हते." That was the only reason.
Okay.
You understand, no?
Yeah.
So that's what we were carrying forward. And if you observe, Miramar was always a model ward. See, whether people agree with my dad or not, even his opponents will always agree that Miramar was developed, and people, he would, any phone call from the people, he would immediately was accessible and he would respond to the people. Whatever kite tori problem alle, he would always be accessible to the public. So I intend to carry that forward and improve on that.
तुमचो डॅडी जेन्ना कॉर्पोरेट आसलो किंवा मेयर आशिल्लो तुम्ही केन्ना फाटल्यानच्यान ताका हेल्प केल्या तेजें काम
होय.
तेजे थॉट्स
होय.
यूज टू हेल्प हिम
Definitely.
अशें एक्सपिरियन्स आयले
Yes, because almost the last 3-4 elections, I've been working with my father in the back, as in managing his election campaign, coordinating with our supporters. So every time we spoke over the election campaigning, I used to first hand see what are the problems of the people. See, when तू दारा होता, लोकांचे दारा होता, you get to see what are the problems of the people.
So you
So
have
and I
the
saw, I
experience.
learned from a young age from my parents that, see, my father always says one thing, and which I always be accessible to people and always help people. And there's one thing which always struck in my mind. Mahatma Gandhi, when India was declared independent, there was a time when before the first cabinet meeting, he called Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and all the cabinet ministers. So they said, Gandhiji, what is your advice? He said, I'll give only one advice. Whenever you do anything you're going to do, any plan, any development work, anything, look into the eyes of the poorest or the poor person and see whether that action which you're going to do will help that person. And that, from a young age, what I learned in school has had a lasting impression. Think of the poorest of the poor person and see that decision which you're going to do will help him or not, and then go it. I think if we all follow that, no, our country will be more developed than even Singapore. But unfortunately, that is not being followed.
No one is following.
Nobody is following. People try to, but I'm saying if we just follow this one simple advice what Gandhiji, Babuji has left us, we would have not faced many of the issues we're facing today.
Okay.
I would not like to talk about any of my opponents. I'm just saying this is a simple advice which when I learned that lesson in school had left a lasting impression on me. So माझी प्रयत्न किती असेल to I'm not to whatever way I can carry forward that advice given by our father nation.
You opened an account when counting was going on. So expectation was much higher that you opened early morning, you became victorious. Then you had expectation that 10, 20 or what was the expectation?
No, I didn't understand. Can you?
Ami Panajekar. So तुवें open केलो.
Expectation. Oh, about the panel you're talking about.
Because तुवें पयली first account open केलो सकाळ फुडें. So expectations
were that we would get a majority. Because not on the day of counting. The ground level, when we went to Lokalongache Gadara Oson, what was the expectation we saw, what the people were upset, they wanted a change. Now, in between, see, everybody knows politics is not only on, there are a lot of other factors which play a role, like vitamin M. So that has been used, and I feel, and certain sections of the electorate may have, I don't know, but still there was a definitely groundswell for support, wherein the Penjim people were yearning for change. But there were a lot of issues. And see, in any democracy, it's always good not to give overwhelming majority to any party. The moment you have a strong opposition, whatever the party, whatever the ideology, whatever the party, whatever the panel in politics, when the opposition is strong, what is the opposition? It is the watchdog of the people. If तुझे घरान कोण robber येला, who will guard your house? Owner is sleeping. It is the guard dog of the house. Same way, a healthy opposition, even if you don't get the full numbers, but always have the opposition to be strong enough to.
But आता तू
now Tigus, and but see, I will give a small example. Many of our supporters are dejected that we got only 3. I give them an example of late Manohar Parrikar. When they first came into power, there were only 4 of them. That was the late Bhai Manohar Parrikar, Digambar Kamat, Dr. Amodkar and Shripad Naik. There were only 4. And Congress and the other was in huge majority. But how did he perform? There were only 4 that time, out of 40. But he proved his ability in the opposition, and then that helped to BJP to come in power later on. So sometimes see, when one door closes, it is a chance for you to prove and be a able expected opposition, and in the future public will reward you. So it is on all how you perform. We may be 3 today. Even BJP when they started, they were 4 at once upon a time. Now they are ruling for last in 2012.
You'll stay.
Whether it's BJP or Congress, but I'm just giving an example. What I'm saying is, numbers are not important. For me,
Performance.
quality is important. Even 3 people can shake the ruling if you do your job well. 3 जाना है, if the same, even if you have tomorrow 20, but if you don't have capable people, then they will not do the job. So it is the quality which is important. So we may be 3, but all of us 3, we will definitely render service
We'll
to
work
people
together.
and we'll keep the ruling on their toes.
You'll stay opposition or
Definitely,
that panel
people have
offers you?
no. So see, we are you should. People know the Furtado brand is not a purchasable commodity. So we are not. We and even Ajit Sugija, Jack Ajit Sugija, he's my childhood friend.
Okay.
The other corporator from Ward 29, I don't know that well because we just got 20 days to jail as a team. But I know Jack Ajit Sugija, and from childhood we have been playing together.
So you'll be
So
planning together.
definitely we are none of our people are going to I'm confident they'll all work together and we will definitely live up to the expectation of Panjim people.
Your father's experience, whatever you learned, that will be more useful for you.
Why not? Definitely no. Now tomorrow when doctor's son comes into the practice, he will take his wisdom, same way as lawyer, and so why not use the experience and advice of my father? It is it's like having 4 runs in your kitty when you start the match betting.
So very excited for this CCP. What
Yes.
for your
yes.
next
For me, it's more than
new life.
it is. There's a huge burden on my shoulder. I would look at it that way. As in, public have reposed faith in you. So I have to live up to the expectations of people. That for me is a humbling and exciting also for me at the same time. The people I have to live up to the expectations of the public.
ओके थँक्यू तुमचे
Thank you.
हे आशिल्ले लिओ फुर्ताडो ते म्हणटा की हे 5 वर्स लोकांक जेन्ना जे कॅम्पेन करपाक गेल्ले तेन्ना लोकां कडेन खूब एक्सपेक्टेशन आसली लोकांक पणजेकारांक चेंज जाय आशिल्ले पण रिजल्ट तशें जालें ना पण ते म्हणटा की 3 आसल्या पासून आमी आमचें काम करून दाखयतले
वावरून
आनी काम
करतले.
वावरून करतले तुम्ही पळयतात GNH.
तुम्ही पळयतात GNH.
अरे उस प्लान का क्या हुआ
इस वीकेंड पे चले क्या?
गाइस? हिमाचल और केरला?
नहीं यार, इट्स टू कोल्ड. तो फिर गोवा चले क्या?
ओके, लेट्स गो फॉर इट. डन? डन. फ्लाइट टिकट्स तो बुक हो गए हैं.
पर वहाँ घूमेंगे कैसे?
रेंट कार बुक करें?
ओके.
ओके. अरे यार, ये तो बहुत एक्सपेंसिव है.
अरे हाँ. गोवा है यार, बाइक ले लेते हैं.
ओके.
भैया हमें रेंट बाइक देखना है, कुछ नया पावरफुल स्टाइलिश.
कितना दिन के लिए चाहिए?
2 दिन के लिए.
तो ये वाला लीजिए, होंडा का डिओ 125
ओह नाइस.
The all-new Honda Dio 125. Bold design, powerful 125cc performance, and smooth rides made for Goa.
रेंट कार नहीं लिया वो बेस्ट डिसीजन था.
बहुत ही कंफर्टेबल राइड थी
और काफी स्टाइलिश भी है.
और हैंडलिंग भी स्मूथ है.
ऑल्सो इट वॉज अ ग्रेट फन.
यस.
Honda Dio 125. Rent it, ride it, live Goa.